Hello, thank you for joining me. My name's Katie. Welcome to the beach. I've got a lovely 35-minute yoga flow for you today to work your whole body, improve your flexibility and teach you some classic yoga poses. So I really hope you enjoy it. Namaste.
Stand in mountain pose. Feet should be parallel, drawing energy up through the legs, tucking the tailbone in, drawing the tummy button into the spine, tucking in the ribs, opening the chest, rotating the shoulders back and down, neck nice and long. We're going to start moving with the breath now. Inhales and exhales through the nose. So we're going to inhale, the arms out to the side. And exhale, hands to the heart in Namaste. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, hands all the way back down. So two of those. Inhale, arms to the side. Exhale to the heart. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale to the side. Exhale to the heart. Inhale up. And from here on the exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips and forward fold all the way down, getting a nice deep bend in the knees. Okay, so from here, stepping out the legs, trying to stretch out those hamstrings a little bit, stretch out the spine. It might be nice from here to hold onto the elbows and gently sway side to side. Keeping the neck nice and soft, hands find the floor. And from here, we're going to inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the back, and exhale, soften everything back down. So inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the back, look forward, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the neck, legs, straighten the back, and exhale, fold back down. And step the right foot back, and open the chest forward. A lovely low lunge, opening up the hips, reaching the chest forward, rotating the shoulders back and down, neck nice and long. Couple of deep breaths here. And step that right foot forwards, holding onto the elbows again and gently swaying side to side. I'm going to do the same on the other side now. So the hands find the floor and step the left foot back. Nice deep stretch through the hips, back leg nice and straight, opening the chest, reaching the chest forward, neck nice and long. And a couple of deep breaths here as well. Step that foot back, straightening out the legs a little bit, holding onto the elbows and gently swaying side to side. Inhale the arms up all the way overhead and exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale the arms up again. Exhale, hinging at the hips, swan dive all the way down, bending the knees, hands find the floor. Step the left foot back now, opening the chest, stretching forwards again, opening the hips, trying to keep that back leg as straight as you can, rotating the shoulders back and down, and step that foot back, holding onto the elbows, swaying side to side. And then hands find the floor and step the other foot back. Rotating the shoulders back and down, opening the chest, keeping the back leg nice and straight. A couple of deep breaths. And step that foot forwards. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, all the way down, bending the knees if you need to, hands find the floor. And step the right foot back. Step the left foot back, come into plank pose. Plank pose, we should be thinking about drawing our tummy button in as close to the spine as we can. And from here, we're going to do some gentle back bends. So we're going to lower the knees and to the floor and come onto the top of the feet. And lower the chin and chest to the floor and push your body forward and come into a Sphinx position. So Sphinx position, your elbows should be underneath the shoulders, opening the chest forward, belly button on the floor, but the core still engaged, still drawing towards the spine. Neck nice and long, looking forwards. A couple of deep breaths here. And then hands either side of the chest and push yourself up a little bit further into a cobra position. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can stay in Sphinx position. Okay, so your heels should be together in cobra pose. Rotate the shoulders back and down, looking forward or looking up. And lower back down. Come onto the knees. Come onto the top of the feet and push your tailbone up high to the sky into downward facing dog. And keep it nice and fluid at first in downward dog, so stepping out the feet, bending the knees, just creating some flexibility and movement throughout the body. Roll back to plank. Lower to the knees, lower to the top of the feet, lower down, inhale cobra. Take a deep breath here, come onto the top of the feet and push the floor away into downward facing dog. So we're going to do that a couple more times. Step out the legs and we're going to inhale, come back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale cobra. Come onto the balls of the feet and push back to downward facing dog. And stepping the legs out here. Stretching out the hamstring, stretching out the spine, pushing the floor away with the hands. And roll back to plank, lower the knees, top of the feet, chin and chest to the floor, inhale cobra. Deep breath here. Come onto the balls of the feet and push back into downward facing dog. Stepping out the feet, keeping it nice and fluid. And from here, gently walk the feet back to the hands. Come into a forward fold, holding onto the elbows, relaxing and softening everything out. Swaying side to side. And from here, we'll take the next inhale. Going to sweep your arms up to standing. Look up towards the hands and exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold, all the way down, hands find the floor. And from here, step back to plank. And we're going to try and do a full chaturanga from here. So we're going to exhale and lower our body down. Inhale, push your body forward into an upward facing dog. Weight is on the tops of the feet. And take a couple of deep breaths here, trying to push the floor away, opening up the chest, legs off of the mat. And push back to downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to do a couple more of those. If you'd like to stay with the modified version where you lower your knees, then you can do. Otherwise, we exhale, lower down, inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. And stepping out the legs, stretching those hamstrings out. And inhale, exhale, lower down, inhale, upward dog, and we're going to stay here for a couple of deep breaths. So think about opening up the chest, neck nice and long, shoulders rotated back and down. From here, roll back onto the balls of the feet and push yourself back into downward facing dog, bending the knees, getting a lovely stretch there. From here, you can step or jump feet to your hands, inhale the arms up. Look up towards the hands and exhale the hands back to the heart. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips, swan dive all the way down, hands find the floor. From here, we step the right foot back, lower the right heel to the floor into a 45-degree angle and come up onto the front knee. So from here, we're going to take a couple of nice deep breaths, opening the chest, drawing the tummy button in towards the spine. Inhale the arms up overhead. Take a few deep breaths here. Keeping that back knee nice and straight. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to plank. And then inhale, step the right foot forward. Lower the left heel down to a 45-degree angle. And inhale, come all the way up into a warrior one position. So in warrior one, our hips should be angled forward, chest should be open, back leg nice and straight, knee as close to a 45-degree angle as you can. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. And take a few deep breaths here, stretching out the hamstrings, maybe bending the knees if that feels nice. Trying to think about getting a nice long line between the hands and the tailbone. And then inhale, lift your right leg up high to the sky. It doesn't matter how high you get it, just try and get that leg up nice and high. Still drawing the tummy button in towards the spine, pushing the ground away with your hands. Take a few deep breaths here. Then take another nice deep inhale and exhale. Bring that right foot in between your hands. Lower the back heel to a 45-degree angle and windmill the arms all the way up into a warrior two position. In warrior two, your knee should be over your ankle, hips angled towards the side, arms stretched out, chest open, neck long. Take a couple of deep breaths here and then shift your body weight forward, hands back down to the floor. Exhale, lower down, inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. And left foot goes up high. Keep it there for a few breaths. Again, pushing the floor away, getting it back nice and long, opening your chest. And when you're ready, inhale. And then exhale, that leg forward and your foot in between your hands. And to come up to standing into warrior two. Again, rotate the shoulders back and down, neck nice and long. Front knee tracking over the ankle. Couple of deep breaths here. And when you're ready, inhale, exhale, forward, shift your body weight forward, hands find the floor, step back, exhale, lower down, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. And stepping out the legs. And from here, bend your knees and look forward, and you can step or jump your feet back to your hands. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead, and exhale, hands to the heart. From here, we're going to come into chair pose. So we're going to inhale, the arms up overhead, and exhale, sit back in chair pose. Chair pose, your feet should be together, knees together, chest open, neck long, arms stretching up towards the sky. And we're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale, bring your hands towards the heart. And then we're going to inhale and exhale, bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Get a twist in that chair, really working the obliques, and take some lovely deep inhales and exhales here, still drawing the tummy button in towards the spine. Inhale the arms to the center and exhale, come to the other side. Deep inhales and exhales, trying to keep that back nice and long. Inhale, arms up to the center. And exhale, forward fold. Hands find the floor, jump back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. And step out those legs. And inhale, right leg up to the sky. From here, we're going to take a bend in that top leg. So we're going to inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up. And on this exhale, we're going to bring that foot in between the hands, lower the back foot. Inhale, arms up to warrior one, hips pointing forward. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then on the next exhale, open the arms out to the side into warrior two. Couple of deep breaths here. Neck nice and long, hands as far away from each other as they can. Inhale and exhale, shift your body weight forward and hands find the floor, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Now do the same on the other side, so lift the left leg. Inhale and exhale, bend the leg. Inhale up, exhale, bend. Inhale up and exhale that foot in between the hands, lower the back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Couple of deep breaths here, pointing the hips forward as much as you can, opening the chest, drawing the tummy button in. And on your next exhale, open the hands nice and wide into warrior two, hips angled towards the side. Hands as far away from each other as they can. Make sure that front knee is tracking over the front ankle. Inhale And exhale, shift your body weight forward, hands find the floor. Step back to plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale upward dog. Take a couple of deep breaths here, really pushing the floor away, opening the chest, roll onto the balls of the feet and push back into downward facing dog. Stepping out the legs, probably feeling a lot more flexible than you were at the beginning of your practice. So from here, we're going to step or jump the feet back towards the hands. Inhale the arms all the way up and exhale hands to the heart. We're going to move into some balancing poses now. So you're going to shake out the legs, get rid of any tension that might be accumulated anywhere all over the body. And we're going to put our focus into our left leg. So bring our weight to our left leg, start bringing our right leg up off of the floor. Bring that knee in towards the chest, opening up the chest, drawing the tummy button in. I'm going to take a couple of inhales and exhales here. And open that knee out to the side. Counterbalancing your weight with the opposite arm. Take a couple of deep breaths. And then as gracefully as you can, lower that leg back down. Great, shake the legs out. And do the same on the other side. So bring our weight into our right leg, bring the left leg up. And open that leg out to the side. Counterbalancing yourself with your other arm. A couple of deep inhales and exhales here. And then as gracefully as you can, gently come out of the pose. Okay, we're going to do some tree pose here. So we've got 3 variations of tree pose for you. So the first is the most modified version. So heel to the opposite ankle, hands at the heart, and stretch the arms all the way up. Any sort of balancing poses, you need to find a dristy point, so something to look at that doesn't move to help you get your balance. Take a couple of deep breaths. Then the same on the other side, so the opposite heel to the opposite ankle. Inhale, open the chest, stretch the arms up. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit deeper now. So we're going to bring our foot to the inside of our calf. And try and find our balance. Inhale, draw the tummy button in. And exhale, arms nice and tall. Shoulders down away from the ears. Try to open that leg out as far to the side as you can. And then lower back down. And the same on the other side. Foot to the inside of the opposite calf. Inhale, draw the tummy button in, and exhale, arms all the way up, looking at a focus point. You never want to put your foot on the inside of your knee, that can overstrain the knee joint, so make sure it's either at the calf or the inner thigh. And lower back down. You can stay with that version, or you can go a little bit deeper, bringing the foot all the way up to the top of the calf, of the thigh muscle. Hands at the heart first of all, inhale and exhale, arms all the way up. A couple of deep breaths here. And then try and gracefully as you can, come out of the pose and do the same on the other side. So the more forcefully you push your foot into the inner thigh, the more stability you'll have. I found this pose very challenging because I could see all the water moving around me, so I was wobbling a fair bit in this pose. But hopefully you're finding it a little bit more stable than I was. And gracefully come out of the pose, shake out the legs, release any tension. Now we're going to flow through our warrior sequence again, so we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, step the right foot back, lower the right heel, inhale, warrior 1, exhale, warrior 2, inhale, exhale, shift your body weight forward, hands find the floor, step back to plank, exhale, lower down, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. And jump forwards, inhale the arms up overhead, And exhale, forward fold. Do the same on the other side now. So step the left foot back. Inhale, warrior one. Deep breath. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale. And then exhale, shift the body weight forward. Hands find the floor. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Step out the legs. One more time in downward dog. And come to plank, lower to the knees. Do some back mobilization here. So we're going to inhale, cow pose, come onto the toes and exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow, drawing the tummy button in, and exhale, cat, rounding the back. Inhale, cow, onto the top of the feet, drawing the tummy button in, arching the back. And exhale, cat, rounding the back. From there, cross your shins and sit back onto your sitting bones. Okay, we're going to do some more hip stretches here. So we're going to come into butterfly pose. So butterfly pose, you've got your feet together, a little bit out in front of you, maybe a foot or so, whatever position is comfortable for you, holding onto the feet and gently move the legs, trying to get some flexibility in the hips. And we're going to move with the breath here. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower the chest down. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, lower down. Okay, and then when you find your position, just take a couple of nice deep breaths there, releasing any tension that may have accumulated in the hips. And then we're going to inhale up, back up to seated. And from there, straighten out the legs, shake them out, release any tension. And from there, you can either stay with that position or you can come into cobbler's position. So cobbler's position is the same with the feet together, but your feet are closer to your body. So if you've got the flexibility to, bring your feet close to your body, hold onto your feet or your ankle. And we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest, and exhale, soften down. Inhale up, lengthen the spine, open the chest. Exhale, soften everything down. Inhale up, open the chest. And exhale, soften everything back down. And then we're going to stay in that folding position for a few breaths, really deepening the stretch in the hips. Paddle boarders out, living their best life. Inhale up. And exhale. Stretch the legs out, shake them out, release any tension. Then lay down on your mat in a nice comfortable position, feet close to the body, arms flat down by your sides, palms facing down. We can come into some gentle bridge. So we're going to inhale, hips up, and exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Inhale, one vertebra at a time, lifting the hips up, and exhale, lower back down, and inhale the hips up. See if you can tuck your shoulders under your body a little bit more to deepen that stretch, reaching your hands towards your ankles. And take a couple of lovely deep breaths here. Opening the chest, keeping the neck nice and long. And exhale, lower back down. From here you can hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Might feel like a lovely lower back stretch for you. If you want to stretch out the hips, you can hold on to the soles of the feet and pull your legs down to happy baby position. Okay, and lower the legs back down. Push yourself back up to seated. And from here, we're going to come into boat pose. So if you sit up nice and tall, think about having the back straight, chest open, drawing the tummy button in, neck nice and long. Come up onto the tips of the toes, and we're going to inhale, exhale, straighten one leg, and then the other. And keep with that movement. And then we're going to inhale, see about raising both feet off the floor, trying to hold that for a few seconds. And then release, come back to a seated cross-legged position, take a couple of nice deep breaths. I'm going to go back into that boat pose again. So straightening the back, opening the chest, drawing the tummy button in, toes lifted off the floor. We're going to inhale and exhale the right foot up. And then the left. And then the right. And then the left. And lower the feet back down, inhale. And then exhale, see if you can lift both legs off the floor. You can hold behind the knees if you need to. Otherwise, just try and straighten those legs as best as you can, drawing the tummy button in, keeping the back nice and straight, and then come back to seated. Opening the chest, rotate the shoulders back and down, deep inhales and exhales. From there, straighten your legs out in front of you into staff pose. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, bring your right leg in. Give that a nice hug, trying to keep the spine as long as you can, chest open, holding onto that leg, maybe rocking side to side. Okay, take that leg and cross it over your opposite leg. Wrap your left arm around your right leg and inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist, looking to the side or behind you. And with every inhale, you lengthen the spine, and with every exhale, you pull a little bit deeper into that stretch. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. And then release, come back to the center, undo that leg, and gracefully lower that down. Shake the legs out, release any tension. I'm going to do the same on the other side, so bring the other leg in. Sit up nice and tall, give that leg a nice hug. Maybe shaking it side to side. And then crossing that left leg over your right leg on the outside of that thigh. And holding on to that leg with the opposite arm. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, looking towards the side of the room or behind you. And with every inhale, you lengthen the spine. And with every exhale, you look a little bit further behind you. Okay, come back to center. Release that leg back down. Shake out the legs, release any tension. And come back to a seated, cross-legged, comfortable position. Hands behind you, open the chest, look up. Lovely final back bend. And come back to seated. Take a few deep breaths here. And from here, step your feet out, straighten them back out into staff. Inhale the arms up, and exhale, forward fold over those legs. So inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up nice and high, and exhale, forward fold. In this final forward fold, grab onto whatever is comfortable for you. So you can be holding onto your calves, onto your feet, onto your hands around your feet. Wherever you are, just make sure you're softening down over those legs, stretching out the hamstrings, lengthening the spine, and hold for a couple of breaths. Inhale up. Okay, from here we're going to do log stacking or double pigeon pose. So think about having your shins stacked one on top of the other. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, forward fold over those legs, coming onto the forearms. A couple of deep breaths here. With every inhale, you're pulling your chest forward, and with every exhale, you're softening back down over those legs. And come back up. We're going to inhale and exhale to one side. Inhale up, exhale over to the center. Inhale up and exhale over the opposite side. And then stay on that side. See if you can tuck your elbow onto the outside of that knee and twist. Lovely spinal twist there, looking towards the side of the room or behind you. A couple of deep breaths, inhales and exhales, and then come back up and look towards the opposite side. Nice long spine inhale and exhale, twist. And come back to center. Release the legs, shake them out, release any tension. And then stack the legs again the opposite way. So the opposite shin on top and forward fold onto the forearms and pull yourself forward, opening the chest. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. And inhale up and exhale to the opposite side. First, inhale up, exhale to the center, inhale up and exhale to the other side. Trying to tuck that elbow on the outside of the opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine and exhale, twist. Holding that twist for a couple of lovely deep inhales and exhales. And then inhale back up to seated. Place your hands behind you and inhale and look up, drawing the tummy button in towards the spine. Nice deep breath here and then come back. Okay, stretch the legs out again, shake them out, releasing any tension. And from here, lay down into a comfortable position to our final Savasana. Feet around a foot apart, opening up, arms out to the sides, palms facing up. I'm going to take a few deep breaths here. So we're going to take inhale all the way down our torso. Think about breathing into the shoulders, expanding the shoulders along the mat. And exhale. Then breathing into the rib cage, expanding the rib cage. And exhale. And then breathing into the belly, expanding the belly. And exhale. And then breathe into the shoulders, the rib cage and the belly. And exhaling the belly, the rib cage and the shoulders. And then take another few deep breaths here in your own time. Thinking about filling up all of the space available to you with some lovely restorative breaths. Releasing any tension that you can think that may have accumulated around your body. Breathing into any tension and releasing it with any exhales. Now breathing just naturally in your own time. And bend the knees into the body. Rolling onto the side and gently and slowly come back up to seated. From here, sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. That can be an easy pose, half lotus pose, or full lotus pose, whichever is most comfortable for you. Lengthen the spine, open the chest, rotate the shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. Namaste. Hope to see you again soon.